These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Fort Hatchett with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. And right now, I want you to take a good look at your screen. If you have seen this teen, you're asked to contact authorities. A turquoise alert has been issued for her. You may have gotten that alert early Sunday morning. Police are still looking for 16-year-old Yolene Hermios. She was last seen near Dobson and Broadway around 7 o'clock Saturday night. Authorities tell us she is 4'2" and was wearing a black shirt, black shoes, and red shorts at the time she was last seen. And if you know anything, you are asked to contact Mesa Police. And our team at ABC15 is still working to find out if a driver is facing DUI charges after allegedly causing this fiery crash at Sky Harbor on Sunday. MCSO says a deputy tried to stop a driver they say was going more than 120 miles an hour on the Loop 202 near Priest. Investigators say the driver sped towards the airport, rolled over several times, and then that car went up in flames near Terminal 3. The driver and two passengers were able to get out and run off, but they were all later caught by investigators. Two people are thankfully okay after a plane crashed in Sedona early this morning. Yavapai County Sheriff's Office telling us that this happened around 8:30 near Cathedral Rock. A husband and wife were on board and able to use a parachute for the aircraft to help it land on the side of the mountain. Thankfully, they walked away without injuries. Authorities tell us they are working to learn more about a body found this weekend in a West Valley canal. Goodyear police confirmed someone fishing near MC85 and Cotton Lane spotted that body, believed to be a man. Teams then began a recovery operation, and once we get an update from police on the man's identity or possible cause of death, we will keep you updated. With high grocery prices and the uncertainty around SNAP benefits, a Mesa Community Center is seeing stronger demand for food assistance. Paz de Cristo turns donated food from grocery stores into hot meals, serving hundreds of people each night. The community center has become a lifeline for families struggling to put food on the table right now.
At 5:15 every night, we open our doors and people come in, sit down. We serve them a full plate of food, a very healthy meal that's been made from scratch with a lot of love in our kitchen.
Paz de Cristo also distributes food boxes to families in need using donations from both stores and the community. Their next distribution is tomorrow morning from 9 to 11. And if you or someone you know is in need of food assistance, you can scan that QR code you see right there on your screen. That'll take you directly to our website, where we have a full list of resources and businesses that are helping feed our community at no cost. The government shutdown and recent wildfire aren't stopping food aid at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon Conservancy is funding the Flagstaff Family Food Center to keep the Grand Canyon Food Pantry running. The pantry serves park employees and residents, and it recovers hundreds of pounds of food weekly from local stores and restaurants. Advancing Arizona as our state continues to grow and as more energy-hungry data centers move into the valley. APS says it's building new power plants to keep the lights on, but it does come at a cost. APS is building a new 2,000 megawatt facility in Gila Bend called Desert Sun Power Plant. The added plant will help as APS brings more power-hungry data centers online, with the company saying they are making sure the corporations adding to the grid will pay for that expansion.
We have to grow just like Arizona grows. And we're putting in protections to make sure that that extra big customer growth doesn't cost our residential customers.
However, others argue that data centers are why APS is asking for a nearly 14% rate hike on your electric bill.
Who pays for it? How much water does it use? We have not evaluated what the costs are for customers and the state for doubling the energy needs in the state.
The first public hearings for the APS rate case are scheduled for January. It is now back to standard time for most of the country. The clocks fell back an hour yesterday, meaning we are now 2 hours behind Eastern Standard Time here in Arizona. Senator Ruben Gallego from Arizona saying on social media that Arizona doesn't do daylight saving time and we are better for it. No switching clocks, no messing with sleep, no pretending it makes sense. Time for the rest of the country to catch up, end quote.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins. It's going to be another warm one here in the valley tomorrow. In fact, we may even hit 90 again in Phoenix, 8 degrees above normal, and maybe our last 90-degree day of the year. At least we're hoping at this point, because we just can't seem to shake them. On average, our last 90-degree day is October 30th. That's the 30-year average. But we have seen 90s before all the way through the middle of November. And this year, it looks like we're going to do maybe another one tomorrow before temperatures drop off again. High pressure pressure still remains in control. We've got this ridge of high pressure down to our southeast that's actually going to move on, but another one's going to build out to the southwest and take over. So overall, temperatures stay above average. We do have an area of low pressure offshore early next week. That might bring some more clouds and cooler air our way toward the middle of next week. But in the meantime, after tomorrow, it looks like we're going to stay in the mid to upper 80s for the rest of your 7-day forecast.